Hi, hi. The lighting's a bit dodgy. First of all, I need to get a crochet hook, otherwise I can't do a thing. Right, let me see. Let me see. Oh, oh. I think a 350. I think a 350 will be fine. Oh dear. I'm supposed to be sewing pockets on me lady's jacket, but I sort of haven't done it. Hi Nathan. Hi Sandra. Hi Chris. How many people forgot about the hour change? Not the people in the UK, of course, but all the people who are in America. Hi Ginger. Oh look, yarn bath. And there's no Poppy in sight. She's up and down the stairs like a yo-yo. She doesn't know what ails her today. She's been in and out of here. Oh, yes. So we may get a visit, we may not. Well, the weather's been appalling. I have got my new scooter, but there's been no pictures, no video because it's in the garage and it's absolutely been chucking it down. And I don't mean just little pitter patter, I mean chucking it down. So there was no way I was going to get it out of the garage. Right, here we go. We're going to attempt a Christmas decoration. It's one of those bangles, you know, that the Asian ladies wear, the Indian ladies wear, Pakistani ladies wear. It's one of those. So I'm going to attempt to make a bangle. Yeah, I think I should have got a boat, yeah. Henry, I don't know whether you're on the right channel if you don't knit a crochet. I don't know, dear. Yeah. Now comes the awkward part, getting the chains around this. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is awkward. Oh, thank you, Henry. Oh, this is going to be awkward. I've never crocheted round a bangle before. This is fun. She made it look so easy on the video as well. Right, let's see how we do this. Oh dear. Oh, I'm getting the hang of it now. Oh dear. Hi, Connie. Hi, everybody. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. And I've got loads of bangles, so I need to get the hang of it, don't I? Oh dear. I think the bangle needs to bend. It doesn't. I made these one year for a Christmas tree, but I actually made them around a curtain ring. Have I got any animals? Yes, we've got a puppy that drove me crazy last week because she was barking and howling and carry on. Everybody else thought it was funny, but it drove me nutty. Hiya, John. Hi, Nathan. Yeah, sorry to disillusion you, but hopefully she's not coming on today. Hopefully. Hopefully we are Rosie-less. There's plenty of gnome patterns on YouTube. How do I know? Because I was looking. And there's also plenty of gnome patterns for free on Ravelry. If you're not a member of Ravelry, why not? Because it's the best place ever for patterns and free patterns. So if you're not on Ravelry, you need to. You have to apply to join, but it's free. Yeah. So don't let that put you off if they ask you to join. And it's the best place ever to find patterns. Loads and loads of free patterns. You can't beat it for free patterns. But of course, if you need a tutorial, then you have to go to YouTube. But I'm fortunately one of those that doesn't need a video. I can do it from a pattern. Yeah. Right, I don't know how many chain I've put around this thing. It's not the easiest thing, actually, crocheting around a bangle. She makes it look so easy on YouTube. She must have had loads of practice, I think. Maybe when I get to another one, a second one or whatever, I might have got the hang of it by then. Right. You have to sort of crochet around the hoop. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Right, I've got to do 45, although I don't suppose it matters if I've got more than that. Don't suppose it does. Well, I was a bit late because I've just been watching Hetty Waintrop. I love Hetty Waintrop. I love Patricia Routledge. She's very fun. I'm making a Christmas ornament if it works out, Ginger. But I've not made one before, so, you know, anything could happen. I just need to count my stitches. Don't count that one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 27, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 45. Oh, I've got too many on. But that doesn't look big enough to spread around. Doesn't 45. Maybe I should do 50. I'm doing okay, thank you, Esther. I was double jabbed last Sunday, and apart from feeling extremely tired, I didn't have any side effects. So I was quite happy about that. Because everybody been going, oh, don't get double jabbed, no. Our puppy is upstairs, Henry. Thank goodness. I don't want her down here because she'll drive me potty. She's with the family upstairs. I know it sounds a bit weird, but we live in a bungalow, and I live with my son and my daughter-in-law. And they have upstairs and I have downstairs. So that's where she is, yeah. She'll probably come bouncing down at some stage or another if you're still around. Right, what I've done is it's a bracelet. It's one of these, you know, that the Indian ladies wear, Asian ladies wear. And you crochet around it. And now I've got to crochet into it. This actually looks a bit thick. It actually looks more like an Aran, but never mind. Yeah, bangles and beads. There's a song, isn't there, like that? Bangles and bright shiny beads. Don't know what it is. I can't sing for toffee, but never mind. I do try. If you're on here long enough, you find them very trying. Yeah. Has anybody else noticed that Trev's videos disappear when he's done them? If you don't watch them when he's live, they disappear. Because I thought, oh, he's making a video. I'll go back to it when he's not live and I'll have a look. And they weren't there. Gone. So I don't know what he does, whether he makes them disappear when they're not live. I don't know. I don't know. Strange, Trev. If anybody doesn't know who I'm talking about, it's Trevor with Kiss My Stained Glass. He does videos live doing his diamond painting and doing his resin work. And he was doing something about something resin. And I thought, oh, I'll look at that later. It's not there. It's gone. Gone. Oh, thank you, Henry. Have a nice sleep. Have a nice rest. I didn't sleep at all again last night. Hi, Lana Michelle. See you in a few. Right, okie dokie. We will see you in a few. I think my bangle must be bigger than the one she used because I'm not getting much of a flute. I'll do this one anyway, and then I'll change it up for the next one. You always have to have a prototype, don't you? My friend's been making little gnomes out of socks and things. I wish I could show you, but I can't. Or maybe I can if I can show you from my phone. But the problem is the photograph's so little on my phone. Where's my phone? I never know where my phone is. Oh, I got a new screen. I've got a new screen put on my phone. I went to the market to get a new screen put on the phone. Finished up spending a fortune because I bought a mobile scooter while I was there. I must be crazy. And then the weather's changed, hasn't it? Right, let me see if I can find her, what she's been making. La, 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 la. Oh, come on, where are they? Oh, come on. That's what June's made. Can you see? That's her bracelet that she's done, yeah? I'm trying to find her little gnomes. Oh, there they are. Can you see her little? Aren't they cute? She makes them out of socks. Yeah? Aren't they sweet? She's very arty, not like me. I'm useless. I can't do things like that. I can't see anything else that she's making. Nope, can't see any more that she's made. Oh dear. Did I show you my new hat? Did I show you my new hat? Isn't it cute? I didn't knit it, by the way. I didn't knit it, I bought it. And it's all fuzzy lined. And it was absolutely brilliant. I went out the other day and it was as windy as anything. And it was fabulous. I didn't have cold ears or anything. I might look a bit of a twerp wearing it, but I don't care. I don't care. Do not care. Right, where are we going now? Melatonin I could do with, I think, a rubber hammer. The new hat, oh, it's lovely and warm, yeah. Has Shad come on? I haven't seen Shad. Have I missed him? Have I missed Shad? Enid, hello. Ah. I don't know whether Shad came on. I didn't see him. I must have missed him while I was waffling. While I was waffling on. I'm opening my can. Oh, right, necklace. They're metal rings. You can see metal and black rings, and they've got a bead at each end. It's quite a heavy, chunky necklace. Yeah. But you know me, I like heavy necklaces. Right. No slime in the house. Oh gosh, I'm glad we're not into that. We did have Play-Doh the other day when the kids were here, but they confined it into the conservatory. because it's got like a laminate floor there. Have I got a husband? No, no, thankfully, no. Don't want one either. Not had one for years. No, I'm happily single. Very happily single. I need a husband like a hole in the head. All I will say about my choice in men is it hasn't been the best. So, you know, what do they say? You have to kiss a lot of frogs. Well, I just kissed the frogs. Never got any further past the frogs, yeah. Your wife says you're horrible. Yeah, well, you probably annoy her. Most men do. I think they have this inbuilt annoyance factor when they're born, yeah. Hi, Sandra. It's like a button that gets pressed on a little boy, isn't it? We are fitting you with annoyance button. It's up to you whether you press it or not. Some people do get good husbands that their buttons have not been pressed. But no, I got the one. I think he pressed his button twice. Oh, it is fluting a little bit. Although I think if I do another one, I would need a few more stitches on the bottom. You left the milk out and it upset. Well, it would do if it went sour. I'd be annoyed if you left the milk out. Hey. No, it's fluting a little bit, see? Look, it's looking a fluty a bit. Fluting a little bit, yeah. I got some nice little sequins and that off the market. I got a lovely ball of wool as well for £3. And I thought, oh, I like this so much, I'll look online. It's £4.99 online. Yeah, there it is. Woolcraft Pebble. 200 grams and it was £3. And I thought, oh, I like it. Whether she'll have any more on the market, I don't know. But it's £4.99 online. £4.99 online. So, oh, you the same as me, are you, Michelle? Yeah, I'll leave him alone now. I'm leaving him alone. No, I'm 76 this month, so I think it's time to not bother. Unless it's a millionaire with one foot in the grave and no dependents, yeah, that can leave all his money to me. Oh, dear. I don't want much, do I? Don't want much. Hey, never mind. I've given up on the lottery. I never win that, yeah. Oh, that's not nice, Henry, saying your wife's got a sour face. That's not nice at all. It could be sour because she's putting up with you. You never know. Well, I've got my name down for our Christmas dinner at the Knit Club. So, you're having a baby? Yeah, you hope your wife's having a baby, otherwise you'd be in the news, wouldn't you? If it was you having the baby. Hey. Yeah, I go to a lovely knit club on a Wednesday evening. Really enjoy it. A lovely bunch of ladies there. So I'm going out for dinner with them. For Christmas dinner with them. I've got my name down. Hey. They go different places and they've all got cars. So they said I don't need to worry, about getting a lift. So that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. So now I've got my scooter, I can go off on the tram. I keep forgetting to put in for my bus pass though. Keep forgetting to do that. Hmm. Oh, Pauline, hello. Oh, you're knitting again. If anybody doesn't know, Pauline had a stroke a few weeks ago, and she's ever since then she's been determined she's going to knit because it took her right arm, and fortunately she's left-handed, but that didn't help with her knitting, did it? Because you do tend to need two arms to knit, don't you? So she's actually knitting, yay! Yes, it folds up with a button, Chris. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but hopefully I won't have to do much lifting. I'll just be able to just wheel it onto the tram or wheel it onto the bus, yeah. Hopefully. Or if not, maybe some kind person will give me a hand. Otherwise I'll be putting my back out lifting it on, won't I? It's only to get me to the tram. And then when I get on the tram, I get off the tram in Blackpool, and then hopefully I can get a bus to St Anne's, which is where I want to go. So I'm dead happy. My credit card isn't happy. I swore blind I would not go into debt. I swore blind I wouldn't. But I am so fed up of trying to save up. It's like one step forward, two steps back. So I thought, sack it. I need my scooter to do what I want to do. And I'm not keep waiting and waiting. It's going to be too late to do what I want to do if I don't get my scooter. So I thought, balls to it, I'm getting a scooter. So I had some money saved up, but just not enough. Money, money, money must be funny. Oh, I've got the new ABBA CD. No, I didn't get a purple one. They didn't have one, Nathan. I got a red one. Red is my second favourite colour. Yeah, I bought the new ABBA CD. I've not listened to it yet, but I bought it. It arrived this morning. So, oh no, it didn't. It arrived yesterday. I beg your pardon. I'm telling a fib. It arrived yesterday. So, gonna listen to it. I can listen to it in the shed, but it was freezing in the shed and it was raining hard. So, I only nipped into the shed to get the wool that I needed for my project. I finished the lady's jacket apart from sewing one pocket on. So then that'll be gone. Hopefully she'll pay me. So that'll be 1 month's payment from my credit card, won't it? So we shall see what we shall see. Rosie, she was a little bit bothered about the fireworks, but she wasn't too bad because where we are, they didn't seem to have many fireworks in the garden. Yeah. Hi, Heather. Maybe they're just a bit quieter around here. Maybe they just didn't have fireworks. So there was a few booms and bangs, and she was looking a little bit startled, but at least she wasn't. I mean, I never had any bother with Buster because he was as deaf as a post. So he used to sit there. And my cat used to sit in the window and watch them. He loved them. He's woo! He wasn't a bit phased. Yeah. And Sky, the Rottweiler we had, she wouldn't bother either. She used to watch them and try and chase them. She used to chase them in the sky. Yeah. Well, I've done the 2 rounds. And I think when I make another one, I think I'm going to put more. It's not frilly enough, if you know what I mean. Still, you've got to make a prototype, haven't you, to find out what you've done wrong. So, I'll do my third row. Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Oh, you never know, I might be rich tonight. I might win the lottery. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, as if. Does anybody know anybody who's actually won? I don't mean a tenner, I mean any money on the lottery. Anybody won a big win? I don't know anybody who's had a big win. I haven't been. Never mind, dear, never mind. I did look at one of your videos the other day. It was some spidery thing that was going up and down. If you like fun fair rides, if you watch Ben's videos, he takes videos of the fairground rides. They're not long videos, so you don't have to sit through. There was one, I don't know what it was called. It was like a spidery thing going up and down. Oh dear. Your niece won, did she? Oh gosh, did she give you anything? Did she share it out, or must she mean? I think most people, if they win, wouldn't tell anybody, would they? They'd just keep it to themselves, or just keep it to the family. Otherwise, you'd get all them begging letters, wouldn't you? And they'd all be terrifically good causes or whatever, or so you would think. So I doubt it'll ever happen to me. But as my dad said, you have to be in it to win it. So I was in it. So. Oh, she gave you some money? Oh, that's nice of her, Sandra. I've never known anybody that's won more than about 50 quid. Or if they have, they haven't told me. Well, I think this is my prototype, and I think it needs to have more. I think my bangle must be bigger than the bangle that she used, or maybe my wool's finer. I think I need to put more stitches, and then it'll flute more. Or I need to do bigger stitches on that row. Instead of doing trebles, I need to do double trebles. Your mum won £400 on the bingo. Woo! I hope she treated you. I hope she gave you something, Ben. When do you pack up for the winter, Ben, or do you just keep on going all through the winter? You know, what do you do? Do you go back home to your mum, or do you stay in your caravan or whatever during the winter? You should make the little tykes scrub it if they got it all over the floor. Should make them have a go at it. You usually pack up. But you've got some switch-ons to do. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah. What do you do, though? Do you stay in your quarters over the winter, Ben, or do you go home to your mum? Reading the riot act's not enough, Enid. You should have given her a scrubbing brush and tell her to get on her hands and knees. Oh, I hope it's not raining tomorrow. Then at least I can show everybody me new scooter on a video, even if I can't go out on it. You'll cope, Enid. You'll cope. We always say that there's too much stress, but we cope. Because we're women and we cope. Men would buckle under the strain. Oh, I had my fire lit last night, Shad. I had my log fire burning. But we've had the heating on today, so I'm not that cold here. Oh, what a shame. It would be lovely to go to Dubai, wouldn't it, Ben? Get a nice suntan while you're over there. Man, you can't have a drink, can you, when you're over there? They don't let you have a drink. Oh, you're having fun there, Enid. Don't worry about it. It'll all get done. Hi, Sin. Hello, dear. How are you tonight? Oh, gosh, when you think about our grandmas, what they used to do, all the housework they used to do. I mean, we moan and groan, don't we? But we have it easy. They didn't have vacuum cleaners and stuff and washing machines, did they? Gosh, it was all done by hand. Scrubbing all the dirty farmers' trousers and stuff like that. Can you imagine? Must have been awful. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Ethan. Thank you. You're working on a scarf. I was using, I think it's Rosie's pattern. My knitted hat is the worst thing I have ever knitted. All my stitches kept dropping off and I've picked them up and they're all wonky and oh, it's the worst hat, the worst bit of stocking stitch I've ever done. I've swapped onto the bamboo needles now, so at least it's not that slidey anymore. No, I've done this wreath thing, but it needs more stitches. It's not frilly enough and it's not high enough. I mean, I'll leave this as it is. I won't pull it undone. But I'm going to have to make some design alterations, yeah? Yeah, I'm making... It's not frilly enough. It's not got enough stitches. I think my bracelet must be bigger than the one that the lady used. That's what it is, but it's not flouncy enough. It should be really flouncy like that. So that's not a good one. Oh, it says I'm going to go to sleep. It says, oh, too sweet. Press any key. There we go. Now I'm going to do more into the ring. I've got plenty bangles, so it's not like I'm stuck. But that's not frilly enough. Not frilly enough. Yeah, I'll leave it, but I'm not happy with that one. As I say, that's the prototype. You're never happy with the first thing you make, are you? I line dry when it's nice weather, but just recently the weather's been dire. Absolutely dire. I'm hungry, and I shouldn't be. Although we did have tea a little early because my son was working late and he said he would grab something on the way home, so we didn't wait for him. Yeah, it's a nice idea, but I don't think it's frilly enough, Jean. I need to put more stitches round. Yeah. 78 degrees. Oh my goody hell. We're 10 degrees C, whatever that is in English. I don't do centigrades. I don't understand it. I don't know whether that's hot or cold. Yeah, I like washing things outside, but the weather here at the moment, no. If I had my way, I would get a clothes airer and I would stick it in the conservatory because it's lovely and sunny in there. What's my Instagram name? The same as my name, Jan Carruthers, yeah. I don't have a fancy name. I just have me name. I don't hide behind a pseudonym like some people do. Hey. I want me crisps before I start another of those ring things. Hi, June. Actually, I was thinking a lot of people would be late today because of the hour change. Some lady put on my YouTube, what time would it be in the States? And I thought, I can't tell her because I don't know where she is. And there's about 4 different time zones in the States, isn't there? Well, we had high tide today. It was a flood alert. We had a flood alert. Anyway, it was quite rough on the seafront, I believe. But it didn't come over the top, thank goodness. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, you're changing this tonight, are you? Yeah, we changed last week. It upset the dog no end. She didn't know what time of dinner was. Oh. Hi, Jane. I'm really hungry tonight. Well, I had my double jabs last Sunday. And I didn't feel ill. I didn't feel any side effects, but sleep. My goodness, I've slept the clock round since I had the injections. I don't know whether that's a side effect or what. I've been sleeping like 12 hours this week. But like last night, I couldn't sleep at all. So I was up, down, finished up reading. I think it was about 6:15 when I finally fell asleep. And then I was up again. About 9 o'clock, I think. So I start yawning and nodding off, you know why. Yeah, I think it is a side effect, June. I've never felt so tired. Oh my goodness me. That reminds me of the song, Pauline, as it goes halfway up the stairs is the place that I sit. It's a little song, isn't it? A little children's song. It isn't halfway up, it isn't halfway down. Something about that. I can't remember. Anybody remember it? It's a little children's song, isn't it? Hi, Genie. Yeah, it's going, I'm not going up, I'm not going down. So halfway up the stairs is the place. I can't remember. My dad used to sing it to me. Mm-hmm. He had a new screen. £48 for a new screen. And then he said, take it off again. Ah, it's a song sung by Robin the Frog from the Muppet Show. Wow, I knew I'd heard it before. But my dad used to sing it. See if you can hear it. This is for Pauline.
Halfway down the stairs is a stair where I sit. There isn't any other stair quite like it. I'm not at the bottom, I'm not at the top. So this is the stair where I always stop.
I knew I'd heard it. It's from the Muppets, although my dad used to sing it to me, so the Muppets didn't do it yet. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing? I love it when my phone wolf whistles at me. It's about the only time I ever get a wolf whistle. Oh goodness, what am I doing? Mm-hmm. Let's see who wolf whistled at me. Nobody. Handmade designs, crochet and I-cord with 2 strands of handmade whatever. Instagram. Oh, Ginger has started following me. Hi, Ginger. That's the only time I ever get a wolf whistle. It's from my phone. Woo-hoo. I've got crumbs. You've been making hats, yeah. I'm just doing these ornaments now. I've got to sew a pocket on that lady's jacket. Then I can contact her and tell her it's ready. Hopefully she'll pay me. Then I can put it towards my credit card, yeah. Kirby always makes me think of Kirby Lonsdale. What's that? Is that a different place? I hope that fizzy stuff doesn't keep me awake all night. I stopped drinking coffee because coffee was keeping me awake all night. So now I've gone on the fizzy stuff, and that'll probably keep me awake all night. I can't win, can I? Can't win. Right. I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to put more chain around it. Do you know, I've not been to Liverpool for years. My niece absolutely loves the shops in Liverpool. She goes there quite a lot. Oh, I can't be coping with that no caffeine stuff. It doesn't taste right to me. Low caffeine, whatever. What's the point? You have coffee, don't you, for the kick? You have low caffeine, it's just wasted time. I know Kelly used to have that sleepy tea or whatever that was. My daughter-in-law keeps trying to get me to get chamomile tea. Do people really drink that for fun? It's vile. Vile, vile, vile. It's about that with root beer. Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Gosh, it's blowing a gale outside. I can hear it really blowing windy. I went outside with Rosie before because she wanted to go in the garden. She wanted to go to the loo, and she just wouldn't go because it was windy. Oh, chamomile tea's not nice, is it? The only tea I like is licorice tea and sort of mint if it's not proper tea, if you know what I mean. If it's like an infusion. I don't like anything that has proper tea in it. I just don't like the taste of tea. I throw up at the smell of tea. If anybody comes and I say to them, do you want tea or coffee? If they say tea, I said, there's the tea bags. Do it yourself. I can't even make a cup of tea for anybody. What did we have? Oh, we had pulled, could have been pulled pork, I'm not sure, with chips and green beans is what we had for our dinner. But I didn't have any lunch, so I just had 2 crumpets for my breakfast. And then I didn't have any lunch, so that's why I'm probably hungry now. I try to only have 2 meals a day because I tend to put weight on really easily. So I have to watch what I'm eating, yeah. Hi, Lashira. Sorry, I have to get close to look at the old eyes. Right, I'm going to put a lot more stitches into this now. I'm definitely not stopping at 45 or whatever it was. I think her wool must have been thicker than mine, or her bracelet must have been finer, so I don't know. But this time I'm going to make it a lot bigger. Oh, excuse me. 4 p.m. too late? No, about 9 o'clock's too late for coffee. 4 p.m. it's plenty fine to have a coffee. I drink coffee all day long. I don't drink enough water. I'm always being told off for that. I even put an app on my phone, but it got on my nerves saying, drink some water, drink some. I don't want any water. It kept telling me to drink more water, so I took it off. So I took it off. I don't know how many. You're in bed at 10? No, we'll Coke Zero one, because you need the hit, don't you, from the caffeine. I mean, this I'm drinking now is zero sugar, so it's not very thrilling, really. But when you're diabetic and you want a chocolate bar, you have to have something. I'm getting into the swing of it, but I'm putting a lot more. Like she said 45, but she must be using really thick yarn, I think. I'm using a smaller hook. And I'm putting more stitches round. I'll try and have a count. Right, not that one. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. No, that's 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 40, 42, 49. Now I'm doing a lot more. Oh, I don't like tea. I can't drink tea. If you gave me £100, I couldn't drink tea. I might drink the tea, but then I'd be chucking up in a bucket. Oh, no, couldn't drink it. Can't even do with the smell of tea. It just makes me want to heave. I used to drink tea all my life until I got pregnant with my son. And long before I knew I was pregnant, because I didn't know I was pregnant for ages, I couldn't drink tea. So I should have known there was something up. I just could not drink tea. And when I'd had my son, she says to me, oh, I bet you're dying for a cup of tea, aren't you? I went, no, don't bring me tea. Please don't bring me tea. She goes, oh, Mum, most ladies, when they've just delivered, they want a cup of tea. I said, not this lady. This lady does not want a cup of tea. This lady does not want tea at all. Right, I'm going to do double trebles to see if they're any taller. I don't think that's tall enough, if you know what I mean. Tall enough? Got enough? Don't think it's tall enough. Huh. Looks a bit skimpy for a wreath. The joys of being retired. Yeah, no. Oh, hi, BB. I wonder how Kelly's going on, whether she started a new job yet. I haven't heard from her. I did. I got my scooter, but I haven't been able to get it out of the garage yet because it's been too windy, too rainy, too horrible. So I can't even show you what it looks like. I haven't even taken a photo. Oh, you're going, Jane. Your battery's gone dead. Oh, dear. Can't have that, Jane. Right, let's see if I can do double treble. Or treble to you in England, in America. It's very quiet upstairs. She's not barking. It's very quiet outside, actually. The fireworks must have been last night. I thought there might have been some, with it being a Saturday. But a lot of the organised fireworks displays have been cancelled, yeah. She made the last video, she said she'd got a job and she was starting it. But the last one I seen of Kelly, I don't think she'd actually started it. So I don't know whether she's started after the half term or what. What am I making? They're supposed to be like Christmas ornaments where you crochet around a bangle. But that one, it isn't frilly enough. It's supposed to be really frilly like that. And they're not coming out frilly enough. I'm obviously not putting enough stitches into them. I don't know. I don't think I'm brilliant at making these. Nescafe Taster's Choice. I've not heard of that one. It must be in the US, that one. I don't like really strong coffee, I must admit. I don't like the percolated coffee. The ones where you get those machines where you put those little pods in. I don't like them. They're too strong for me. My son and daughter-in-law got one. And he said, I'll show you how to use it and all that. Anyway, he gave me one. And I thought, nah, I'm not going to be making these. You can keep them to yourself. Yeah, I'm doing a double treble if you're in the UK. Trying to make it a bit bigger, a bit taller. Still not really tall. Doesn't look as tall as the one she made. Manny, I think the one June made, she had a smaller ring. The pattern I had said to use a bangle. And I've got quite a lot of them, so I need to use them up. So we'll see how we go. I'm going to eat some chocolate. It's called Winter Orange, Dairy Milk Winter Orange, a limited edition. Using sustainably sourced cocoa. In other words, it probably tastes rubbish. Why don't they just use proper milk and stuff like they used to? Instead of trying to be all this eco-friendly and vegan, ruddy friendly and stuff. Line them all on the wall and shoot them all. Why should they dictate to us what the rest of us can eat? Oh yeah, I'll be adding embellishments. I'm going to put little beads on them. I've got some sequins. I don't know why they have to muck about with our chocolate. I really don't. Sue's fine. I don't know about Kelly. I've not spoken to her for a week, but Sue's absolutely fine. Why do they have to muck about with our chocolate? It has the consistency of eating chalk. You know, just because people might be allergic to this or allergic to that. I'm sorry, but if you're allergic to it, don't buy it. Why should we all suffer because some people are allergic to dairy? It's like I don't like nuts. I'm not allergic to nuts, I just don't like nuts. So I don't buy anything. Hi, Diana. I'm not really enjoying this chocolate. It's not the same. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's not the same chocolate anymore. I won't tell you what it's made out of. Oh. Vegetable fats, apple puree. Why would you put apple puree into chocolate? I have no idea. Pineapple fibres. Ick. Paprika extract. The equivalent of 426 millilitres of fresh liquid milk, but it doesn't say what kind of milk. I want it to be moo cow's milk. I don't want it to be oat milk, whatever milk. Yeah, we have Terry's chocolate oranges, yeah. Chocolate doesn't taste, it doesn't even look the same. It's not even shiny. And as for the orange, you must have waved it over. On the packet, it shows bits of orange. Sorry, mate, but there are no bits of orange in there. think they forgot the orange in this one. What chocolate is it? It's supposed to be Cadbury's Dairy Milk Winter Orange. And I can't taste any orange. It's supposed to have orange bits in it. I'm still looking for them. No orange bits. Yeah, I've got a Terry's orange in the thing there. Saving it. I like Toblerone and Terry's chocolate oranges at Christmas. And I don't like nuts now, but when I was a kiddie, I used to like the nuts you used to crack with the nut cracker. Not the ones you buy peeled. Hope I'm not boring eating my chocolate, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I haven't made any more squares at the moment. I was finishing off that Granny Takes a Trip jacket. So the squares for this rose have probably gone on hold now because I'm doing some Christmassy things. I'm doing some Christmas decorations. The ladies at Knit Club have been making these lovely gnomes out of fluffy socks. I'm not artistic like that. Hi, Isaac. That taste is quite watery, that actually. It's not my usual brand. Oh, the supermarket's own. It tasted like water. Yeah, why did they put paprika in chocolate? Nearly finished it now. A Ziggy. No, I've not made anything that sounds like that. BB. Ziggy what? Interpret. I think it's a typo, that. Oh dear. It's still not fluting. I still need more stitches. No, it's still not right. Do you know, I'm going to make about a dozen of these before I get one that looks right. Now my fingers are sticky. My fingers are sticky now. Oh dear. I'm getting to this and then I'm thinking, this is not how I want it to look like. I don't want it to look like this. I'm just trying to think what I did last time. Interrupted, is it? You mean, no, I haven't made one. Oh, there's Rosie crying. She doesn't know what to say, really. She's coming to heat for the first time, and she doesn't know what's wrong with her. She's obviously uncomfortable. She's obviously not liking whatever it is that's happening to her. We're shouting her now, but she's not going up. Don't know where she is. Oh yeah, they'll be spaying her. But the vet said to let her come into season one time and then have her spayed. Oh yeah, we don't want to breed her off from her. We don't want any puppies. There's enough puppies in this world without bringing any more. If everybody stopped having puppies for a while, maybe the dog population would get a bit more under control. But as long as there's people willing to pay thousands of pounds for a particular breed of dog, then, you know, these breeders are very unscrupulous. I feel sorry for the dogs. I mean, if you were, speaking as a woman, I wouldn't want to have babies every 5 minutes just because I could. Not good, is it? It's not good for the dog. It's not good for anything. You know, they're not given time to recover in between litters, are they? You know. I just think it's wrong that you make an industry out of, backyard breeding dogs. If you want to maybe have one litter, or maybe later on in, a couple of years, have another litter, but not to just have litter after litter after litter. It's just not fair on the dog. I mean, for example, like with Rosie, she's just 6 months old. She's still a baby. She's still a puppy. We definitely wouldn't want her to have puppies. She's too little. She's too young. She's too immature. Oh gosh, maybe that sounds a bit complex for me and my tiny brain. I couldn't even work out the log cabin ones that Sue used to do. Do you know, at one time I would tackle any pattern and it never used to faze me. But now, the minute I'm doing a pattern and I'm like, that's it. My friend June wanted to make those like shells. And I looked at the YouTube video and she goes, "Oh, I want to make one." And I said, I said, that would get thrown, I said, across the other side of the room. Yeah. Oh, my son has had dogs that have eaten dining tables, chairs, three-piece suites. Rosie's just got a thing for the bin, the litter bin. Any paper or anything you put in the bin. She has a thing about it. And wool. Oh my goodness me, she's a demon with a ball of wool. She goes absolutely potty if she sees wool. She drives me mad. I have to make sure I put all my wool as high as I can. And even then she gets it. I have to keep putting things in my bedroom because she can get in my bedroom, but it's harder for her because my carpet hasn't flattened down. It's still thick. So the door's like stiff when you push it. Is she a cat? I don't know what she is, Enid. I wouldn't even like her to get out and have puppies. She's too immature. She's a baby. As soon as she's finished this season, she'll be booked in to be spayed. We definitely don't want any puppies. As I said, it's not fair on the dog. Nibblers at your glasses. Do you know I haven't found my glasses yet? Yeah. I don't know where my glasses went. I still never found them. Mind you, hopefully, if I ever get my eyes done, I'll need new glasses anyway. I'm saying if I ever get them done. I do hope they do them this time. I'm dreading the operation in many, many ways because I'm a coward when it comes to anything to do with eyes. But I'm so sick of not being able to see anything. People say, "Oh, well, how do you manage to crochet?" I can because I can see that far. It's just anything else I can't see. Can't see people across a room. I can see they're there and I can see the shape of them, but I can't see the features. People are always saying hello to me and I haven't got a clue. I don't know whether they're saying hello to be polite or I really should know them. Oh dear. Oh, I've got Kallax in my bedroom with them canvas boxes. I would have liked to have got the baskets, you know, the proper baskets, but oh, when you need 9, they were about 20 quid each, so I settled for canvas ones instead. I didn't have that kind of money to do the proper baskety ones. Oh, you broke your new glasses. Oh dear. Yeah, I got the Kallax like baskets, and then I also got the drawers, the canvas drawers, because they were cheaper. I mean, the ones behind me, oh, you can't see. The ones behind me have got the proper drawers and proper doors, but like they're for the lounge and not for the bedroom. Yeah, I couldn't afford them for the bedroom. Yeah, no, I was determined. I'm saving up. I was saving up for the scooter. As I said, I still haven't got the money for the scooter, all of it. So I put it on my credit card, and I just paid a chunk off it. I could never get that far. I could never save up quite enough. And I thought, I just need it. I'm sorry, but I just need it. When I moved here, I promised myself no more debt. No more credit cards, no more debt. But I reasoned with myself. I've been reasoning with myself for months. And then on Thursday, no, was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, I decided. I thought, no, I'm just going to go and do it. So I went on the market because there's a bloke there sells mobility scooters on the inside market. And they were about £300 cheaper than they were in the shop. So I thought, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to push the boat out. I've not found my glasses, Shad. I don't know. If she'd have eaten them or chewed them, I'm sure we would have found bits of plastic everywhere. Or the glass, at least, you know, but I haven't found them at all. They've just like vanished off the face of the earth, my glasses. And I've looked every place. I thought, I've looked in every bag, I've looked in every place, you know, where I could have absent-mindedly put them. I've even thought, did I take them out to the shed? Went and had a look in the shed. I always keep them in the coffee table at the side of my chair, my recliner. So I was just absolutely perplexed when they weren't there. I just do not know where they can have gone to. I've asked everybody to look and nobody's found them. I've looked in all my knitting bags, I've looked everywhere. Yeah, they can't be. They must be in the house somewhere, Isaac. You know, they're not glasses that I wear outside, yeah. Oh, this is looking a lot more frilly. I think this one's a lot better. Can't remember how many stitches I put in. No, I've never found these. They've been missing now for about 2 months. And I've searched everywhere. Looked behind cupboards, see if they've dropped down behind my desk. And I just don't know where they are. You know, you start like second guessing yourself, don't you? Where did I go? And they were only the glasses that I used to read the menu on the TV with. So they weren't actually glasses that I used to read with or anything. So this is why I know that I've not taken them out anywhere. I'm like, where the heck can they be? One day they'll turn up. But I won't need them when I get my eyes done, because then I'll need new glasses altogether then. So, oh, you could have been a bit inebriated. I wasn't. I can't blame that. I very, very seldom have a drink. So I definitely wasn't inebriated. Oh, go and serve up your dinner. I don't know what you're having today, Enid, but I'm sure it'll be something nice. Chuck roast and veg in the crock pot. Yeah, we had pulled, I think it was pulled pork, but it could have been pulled beef, with chips and green beans. I watch a lady, she's in Holland, I think, and she's vegetarian. And nearly every time she makes a meal, she makes it with green beans. I only got bored with green beans by now. Itchy head. I watch the silver foxes. They're usually on a canal boat in the UK. Well, in England. But they've sold their canal boat and they're waiting for a new one to be built. So at the moment, they're in a borrowed boat and they're doing Scotland. And they were looking for Loch Ness the other day. They're on Nessie. So I told Sue about the programme because, with her living in Scotland. I like watching the silver foxes. He's very informative, when he's going past things like, mills and things. He always knows the history of who it was and what it was, and he does like a sort of a bit of a history about everything where they're going past. So I find him very interesting. So he was talking to a guy that had been in like a little submersible, trying to look for Loch Ness. Obviously, nobody's found Loch Ness, but it does exist. And he was chatting to a really nice guy, big beard, he had a big white beard. And he'd been in this little teeny weeny little submarine. I mean, talk about, I don't know, claustrophobia wasn't in it. I would be claustrophobic. I can't stand anything that shuts me down. I think you got a metal, please. I don't like mouse. I was in my shed today and I could hear this little noise and I'm thinking, oh my God, have I got a mouse or a bird or anything? And then I realised it was one of the wind chimes outside that was just banging on the side of the shed. So I'm like, it's not a mouse. This is looking much better with its double trebles. You watch Foxes Afloat. Yeah, Colin's brilliant, isn't he? I love listening to Colin. They're in Scotland at the moment, Kate. They're in a borrowed boat, yeah. Looks a very nice borrowed boat, though, yeah. Yeah. Their little dog makes me laugh, Otis. I mean, he has jumped in, I think, on an odd occasion, but more or less he just rides on the boat, doesn't he? And he's got his little life jacket on. He's a cute little thing. Well, Rosie's a terrier, so if we got any mice in here, I think she'd go hunting them because that's what she's bred for, isn't she? She's a ratter or something. Well, that's what her breed, not particularly Rosie, but that's what the breed's bred for. Because I read somewhere, like, you can't have a kitten or anything around them because they'll think they're prey. Ooh, nearly finished it. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, Blue Cherub's lost one of her cats. It went out about a week ago and never came back in. She's heartbroken. Mortimer. It's a very sweet looking little cat, though. I think somebody's probably taken it in, thinking it's a stray or something. Cats are not loyal. Cats will just go where they get fed. She's still hoping to find it. She's put like flyers out on lampposts and things, trying to find this cat. I remember my cat went missing. He was gone a fortnight. And I was breaking my heart and thinking, oh my God, he's been killed. It's been this. And then he comes walking in one day, stinking, filthy, full of fleas. God knows where he'd been. I had to try and bath him. He was rotten. I don't know whether I'd want to let my cat out if I had a cat. Although, my cats were always in outdoor cats, but where I lived, it was extremely quiet and we didn't have predators like you have over there. We certainly didn't have coyotes or anything like that. I mean, if Kim's cat had been run over, I think somebody would have said they'd seen a little kitten somewhere. I think somebody's took it in. Somebody's got themselves a nice house cat somewhere, I think, because it was a very bonny cat. Oh, look, it looks better, this one. Look, it's got more of a wrinkles around it. Yeah, we don't have coyotes. I don't think we have any in this country. We have foxes, but one of my cats came face to face with a fox on the driveway, and there was a lot of spitting and hissing going on. Anyway, I walked out. And this fox wasn't backing down. When I went out, and I'm going, shoo, shoo to this fox. Anyway, when I opened the door, luckily my cat legged it in the house. And the fox still stood there staring me out. Cheeky, they are. Apparently we have foxes round here. I've not seen any yet, but apparently we do. Hey. We used to have foxes when I lived in Prestwich, and I had badgers one day. It had been snowing, and I heard this clattering of the bins, and I thought, oh God, something's rummaging in the bins. And it took me a while to realise, because I thought, it's a strange looking dog with a stripe. And then I realised it was a couple of badgers. I'd not seen them come. People had seen them in the clough before, but they must have been hungry to come out, because it was allegedly the bin day. And with us being the snow, they hadn't been collecting, so all the bins were like upwards instead of being lid down. No, I've seen the foxes loads of times. We used to have one that regularly came in the back garden when I lived in Prestwich. I don't know if it was male or female. I'm no good at telling the difference between them. I've seen them when I was walking the dog in the clough. The clough is like a bit of woodland that used to be at the bottom of where I used to live. It was like, it was up and down dale, and it was like a stream running at the bottom. And I used to take the dog in there a couple of times a day when I could walk. Yeah, me and the lad used to go miles and miles in the clough. You could walk for miles. I believe you could go as far as Bolton, but I never got there. Never walked that far with him. Oh, it's looking a bit better, this one. Look, it's frilling more. Can you see? This is what it's supposed to look like. More frilled. I'm going to make some green leaves and some little holly berries and things like that to put on it. And I've got sequins and bows, rosebuds I've got. I'm going to trim them up. I think my friend made leaves, didn't she, and stuff. Yeah, my friend and I are hoping to have a little Christmas stall. Not selling anything big. I'm not even going to take the cardigans and things. Just hats and scarves and little bits and pieces. So we're hoping to get a little stall somewhere before Christmas. So that's why I'm making little bitty things. I've got a book. Oh, I made some things out of it a few years back. I reached it out of the shed. I don't know whether you can still get it or not, because I've had it for plenty of years. It's that one. I've got some little coat hangers coming, so I can make those little sweaters. Yeah, I've made quite a few out of here. Yeah, the little sweaters I made. So I've got some coat hangers coming. I ordered some Cindy's coat hangers. They're coming shortly. Hi, Teresa. I haven't made the soldiers. I haven't made them. I didn't make the soldiers. I made a snowman. There he is. I made a snowman. We had a Christmas tree in the pub where I used to meet up. And I made some candy canes with pipe cleaners through the middle. I did make a Santa Claus, although I wasn't very good with his face. Yeah, I made the ice skates. It's difficult to get pipe cleaners though these days. Yeah, I made Santa, but I wasn't very good with his face. I'll have another go. Have another go at Santa. And I made an angel. An angel. I've got another couple of books coming tomorrow that I ordered from Amazon. There's a gingerbread man. Slightly looks a bit scary, doesn't the way it's grinning. Yeah, all I know is I've had this book for years. It's a leisure arts book. I don't know whether they still do it or not. It's 12 Designs by Anne Halliday. So I don't know. But I've got 2 more books coming. I'll show you pictures of them when they arrive, yeah. Just to do Christmas ornaments. We just want things that we can sell for a very small amount of money and yet make a profit on. You know, because if you go to these Christmassy fairs, people don't have money to buy expensive things. They just want to buy things, you know, for a pound or 2. So I'm just making little things. I've got quite a lot of hats made up and hat and cowl sets and fingerless mittens made up. I've got a lot of them. So I'm just concentrating on making little ornaments now. Going to look a bit daft if we don't get a stall until I've got all these Christmas ornaments. I'll be able to save them all one next year. We shall see what we shall see. I'm going to make one in green next, I think. I think I'll do green next. Because they do make wreaths, don't they, with green? Yeah, I've got quite a lot of them already made up, Teresa. That I made up with like bits and pieces. They're only short fingerless mittens, like little hand warmers, really. But I just thought they might be just, you know, like cheap little things to put on a stall. You know, if you can sell things for £1 each, you soon get your stall money back, won't you? You know. I don't expect I shall make a big profit. You never do at a Christmas fair, but you know, you never know. I've got some. Oops, daisy. Some embroidery rings that I'm going to try and make some. What do they call them? Oh, what's it called? Dream catcher. I've got a lovely mandala book, so I can use the mandala to do the inside of the thing. I'm just trying to do a few things before Wednesday. Oh, thank you, Lydia. Yeah, thank you. I mean, somebody's asked me if I had a pattern. I said, no, I just did it. I just wanted to use up the squares. There's no pattern for it. I just made it up as I went along. I'm better at things when I don't have a pattern. I know it sounds a bit daft, but I am. Oh, see, that's looking much better, isn't it now? Much more wreath-like. Yeah, I did that video in here. When I go into the conservatory, it's very nice and bright. But for some reason or other, I seem to sit in my own shadow. So I don't know how it happens because the conservatory is like the lightest, brightest room in the house. So I don't know why the videos I made in there came out so dark. And they did. I mean, I even made a video in the shed and that was really dark and it came out okay. So I'm really flummoxed, why the ones I make in the conservatory turn out to be so dark. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Right, I've nearly finished this one. Yeah, I might undo that first one because that first one's rubbish. This is much, much better. If you can imagine this with trimming on it now, it's going to have like, say, dark green leaves and little sequins on it and a bow on it somewhere. A bow like hanging in the middle somewhere. Lots of little trimming things. That's what I shall have. Ooh. I'm going to make another Frida Kahlo, but not at the moment because until I get my web page, none of my garments are selling. So I just don't want to make another Frida Kahlo and have it sitting there in the shed, if you know what I mean. I'd make one if I knew I had a sale for it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's much better. I put more in the ring than what it said. So, because that one looks pathetic now, doesn't it, compared with that one? Yeah, I think that one needs pulling back. Yeah. The trouble with the Frida Kahlo is they work out expensive because you've got to buy all of the colours, to make it. I mean, people seem to think I make it out of oddments, but I don't. I always have to have the colours that go together, if you know what I mean. So by the time you've got all the colours for your Frida Kahlo, it isn't cheap, So, people seem to want them for next to nothing. And I can't do them for next to nothing. I'm not spending 2 weeks of my time making one and getting not any money for myself, It's not much point, is there? You can't make a little bit of something for yourself. There's no point in doing it. I mean, I know you never make anything on any crochet. You really don't. Anybody who does is very, very lucky. Right, I'm pulling it back. Pulling it back. No, it's the... Yeah, Frida Kahlo bomber jacket. That's the one I made for Sue's jacket, yeah. But, I had to have all the right colours, Lydia. It's not just a question. I didn't use oddments. I had to buy all the different colours of green and stuff to make it for her. The greens and the mustards. So, if you price it, even at sort of £80, you're not making much for your time when it takes you 2 weeks to make it. So we'll have to see. Oh yeah, everybody wanted me Frida Kahlo until I told them the price, and then they're like, no. I said, well, if you can find somebody else, make it cheaper for you. Be my guest. People think because it's like handmade or homemade, it's going to be cheap. And all of you know on here, don't you? Anything handmade, homemade, it's not cheap. It might be cheap to crochet a little hat up in your oddments, but, you know, any garment or anything like that that you're making for anybody. Especially if they say, can I have it in sky blue pink with a yellow bob on it, you know. It's going to be expensive. Right, there we go. I've took it back. I didn't like that one, so there was no good. I've got a black one, Teresa, in the shed that I made up. But everybody seems to like the lighter colour ones. Yeah, it takes time, and it's all the sewing in at the ends and the odds. And oh, God, sewing the tails and the ends in takes forever. And I don't like crocheting over them because it never seems to work. They always finish up with little bits poking out everywhere when I do that. Right. I've pulled the other one back. I'm not doing it. I wasn't happy with it, so I was not happy with it. So I pulled it undone. I might do one in green if I've got any green. Oh yeah, that's one of the smaller embroidery rings. Making that in a mandala. It came from somewhere in England, and it was absolutely filthy, the sticky when it came. I don't know where they'd had it. So I had to wipe it all down. It's sticky and awful. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'll do one in green, although it would be better if it was a darker green. Still, they just can't be choosers, can they? I'm not going buying all new wool. Well, that's the darker green, but it's the bluer green. No, I might use that for leaves. I was just finding stuff that I had in. I don't want to. If you, oh hello, I'm buffering. Hate that. As I say, if you go on Ravelry, there's absolutely loads and loads of things on Ravelry. Free, you know, free decorations. Right, I'm starting again. I'm not having that one. Yeah, I'm going to make some of them little sweaters when my little coat hangers arrived. Yeah, because they were really sweet, those little sweaters. You only put a little button on it or a sequin or something, makes it really Christmassy. Ooh. Now's the time to go look at those Christmas in July patterns, isn't it? Valentine's Day, blimey. I'm only just thinking about Christmas now and it's November. Christmas in July got me. I could not think about Christmas things in bloody July. It's cracking the flags with sunshine outside and people are telling me it's Christmas in July and I'm like, no way, go away. I cannot be crocheting Christmas trees. I didn't see the point of that Christmas in July. Everybody's going, are you going to join it? Like, no, I'm not joining it. That's the last thing I want is Christmas in July. Christmas in November I can do, yeah. Getting ready for it, yeah. I'm waiting to see what's in these new books that's going to come from Amazon tomorrow. You never know, I might do a video if I feel like it. Well, I want to show this Granny Takes a Trip jacket off. I've just got to sew one pocket on. And then I can let my lady know it's done. So she might want me to post it off. So I need to do a video of some pictures before I post it off. Otherwise people will be saying, I never saw it finished. If it's not raining, you see, I can get me Taylor's dummy thing out of the shed and put it in the conservatory or the garden or somewhere. Take a photograph of it. I need to send her a photograph to make sure she still wants it. I had a lady who wanted a shawl, but I've been that long not getting back to her, she probably doesn't want it anymore. But the thing is, she doesn't have PayPal, and it's very awkward when people don't have PayPal. I just can't believe that people in this day and age don't have PayPal. I've got 2 skeins of hand-dyed yarn coming as well, in purple shades, you wouldn't know. A friend of mine was selling them up cheap, selling them at half price, so I don't particularly need them, but they were nice colours. And I thought, oh yes, I'll have those. Oh, hey. Everybody's gone quiet. Oh, you've all gone quiet over there. Oh, you've all gone quiet over there. Oh, you've all gone quiet. All gone quiet. All gone quiet over there. Did you see the little video I put up on Instagram of Rosie howling to ABBA? Yeah, some are missing. I don't think Miguel's here. Quite a few are missing. Still, yeah, my aunt used to make lovely hangers. She used to cover them with satin. But the trouble is they take so much room up in the wardrobe or the closet if you're in America. You know, because they're quite fat. Yeah. Nathan's here. Chris is here. Kaz hasn't been on for a couple of weeks, not since she started work, really. But Chris and Nathan are on. They probably just wandered off somewhere, but they're here. Miguel's missing. Shad's here. Mm. Yeah, she was sat on the chair, Rosie, going, wow, wow, wow. She didn't like ABBA. Must have hurt her eardrums. She was not a fan. Yeah, the heating blanket and the heating pad. Oh, yeah. I've been using I've got a teddy bear that you put in the microwave. I couldn't sleep last night. I hope I can sleep tonight. I just could not get to sleep. I even tried, playing music. I even tried playing Rain on the Window, on Alexa. I just could not get to sleep. I started reading a book, but it was very gory, so I put that down. Thought, I'm never going to go to sleep if I'm reading a gory book. So I started watching a series of very old series, and they've taken it off YouTube, and I haven't finished watching it. So I was really upset. Was it called Daunton Dervish or something? It was Anna Massey and somebody else running a detective agency like just after the war. And I had them on, and I was like dropping asleep watching to them and listening to them, and they're not there anymore. They've been taken off by the user. Whatever. I don't know. How dare you when I'm not finished watching them? Well, listening to them. I was quite enjoying them. Well, it used to take me 2 nights actually to listen to one because I used to fall asleep. Yeah. Oh, you can't see my flower, can you? There you go. My big head's in the way. Are you looking at my flower? I'm a bit wary. Ever since the hot water bottle popped on me and soaked my bed through, I've been a bit wary about hot water bottles. I'd rather have the little, the heated bean things. Yeah, it put me off hot water bottles. Having a soaking wet bed in the middle of the night. Having to get up and change it all. I was not amused. I was using the wrong end of my thread. You keep telling me about this, Shad, but I'm not in the mood for buying books at the minute. I always just listen to the cheap ones. I fall asleep, so I just have the ones that last about 40 minutes or something like that. My friend comes up with these weird things for me to crochet. Why don't you make this? And I'm like, oh, you're too dear. You could crochet one of these. Yeah, I could, but I wouldn't sell it. You're always conscious of the cost with anything like for a Christmas fair because people don't go with money to spend. They just go wanting things that cost about £1. I've got some key rings as well. I need to find things to stick on a key ring. I'm full of ideas, it's just no time. $11 at Walmart. We don't have a Walmart. They might have it on Kindle, and that'll be cheaper. I just like a bit of light reading when I'm going to sleep. I don't like anything too heavy. Anything I have to think about. That's the whole point. You want something that sends you off to sleep, don't you? That's why I couldn't read that Who Done It thing anymore last night, because it was about child abduction. I thought, no, I can't read this. I'll never get to sleep. How's your tiny house going along, Shad? Have you got any further with it? All right, Isaac, it's bedtime for you, is it? Yeah. Our library's miles away. You'd have to really go into Fleetwood to find it. I have passed it by one time, but I can't remember where it was. It's not in the centre of town, I don't think. You'll have to make a bigger size, Jean, if it's only Aaron you're using now. Otherwise, it might come out too small for her. That is the beauty about crochet, though, because you look at it and you think, bit small. You just pull it back, don't you, and do a bigger size. I mean, I'm always messing about with things. I always think it doesn't matter what size sweater you're actually crocheting as long as it's coming out the right size in actual fact. You know, say you're using a double knit pattern and you're using Aran wool, or you're doing Aran pattern and you're doing double knit. You know, as long as you adjust your size of what you're making. Emergency services rush to a scene as a serious crash forces the main road to shut. There's somewhere in Manchester that, because it's the Manchester Evening News. I still have it. It still comes online. It's like keeping up with where I was before. Because the local paper here comes out about once a week and never has any news in it. Whereas the Manchester Evening News comes out every night. It's always up on the ball with the news, yeah. Hello, Trish. Gosh, I'm getting really hot for some reason. New woman when I get my eyes done, yeah. I'll be able to see my wrinkles, won't I? My niece said to me, what do you want for your birthday? I said, just get me some decent wrinkle cream. I said, I'm gaining a lot of wrinkles since I moved in. She was laughing at me. She said, will do. Will do. Get me a wrinkle cream that works. I've used loads of them, but still getting terrible. Oh, right, you're going out to dinner, are you, Shad? Look at you. Look at you. I hope you enjoy it. I've got 2 Christmas dinners booked, but not until December with my new friends. Looking forward to that. I've joined this like a club that they have. The cost is £5 to join for the year, but then you can put your name down for trips and that they go on if you're a member. So I've got my name down to be a member. Then we can go on trips. As I say, they're a lovely bunch of ladies that I meet on a Wednesday evening. You know, they're all similar age to me, but they're full of life, you know. They've got, you know, so much energy and stuff. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this now, putting more stitches in so that they're going more crinkly. I'm sharing some of these bracelets with the ladies from the knit club because I've got about 20 of them or something like that. I wasn't at first, Teresa. I hated it at first. Wondered why I'd moved because the weather was terrible. Everybody was locked down. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. Oh, I had tears and everything. I just didn't like it at first. But I'm settling in now. It was because I've got no friends here. You know, I'd left all my friends behind. All right, you know, Sue was up in Scotland, but she came to see me more when I was in Manchester. It was pre-COVID, wasn't it? Because her kids lived nearer to where I lived before, yeah. So when she used to come down to see her kids, she used to pop in to see me. Of course, I don't have that whatever now. And then COVID put a top hat on it. Like I don't have transport, so I can't go and see Kelly. Kelly has no transport, so she can't come and see me. And of course, oh, now she's working. You know, it's just all these things. When you don't have a car, it's very difficult to move from A to B. I mean, if I specifically asked that I wanted to go, you know, how did I find the knitting group? I looked online, to be honest. I just put a little thing online saying I was looking for a knitting group. And the first one was recommended to me, but they were closed because it was COVID. So as soon as it wasn't COVID, I then started going there. But then I found this other one, which is just round the corner from me. And they're really, really nice ladies. So the only problem is it's like in the evening and I don't like going out in the dark, but it's only round the corner, so I make myself do it. If it was really, really bad weather, I think that I could get a lift, you know. It's not worth getting a taxi because it's just round the corner, really. I do get a taxi to the other knitting group because that's a bit further away if it's raining hard. But by and large, I go on my scooter if the weather's dry. My big scooter, that is, not my little one. There's another one at a pub, uh, really around the corner from me, but I went once and I just didn't feel that I fitted in, you know, because everything they do is they make things for charity. And I just didn't feel I fitted in. You know, I don't mind doing things for charity, but not every week and all the time. And, you know, that's all they did. They didn't make sweaters for themselves, they didn't make anything for themselves. All they ever did was make stuff for charity. And I thought, I can't dedicate my life to that. I don't mind making things for charity now and again, but not all the time. And they were a bit cliquey anyway. You know, when you walk in and you don't feel welcome. It was a big knitting group as well. There must have been about 40 of them. But they really didn't make me feel welcome. And it's like, oh, if you join us, we just make things for charity. What are you going to be making, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to dedicate my whole week, my whole life, just to making things for charity. Huh. The fire's making weird noise. It's the wind blowing down the chimney. It's blowing up a bit of a hoolie outside. I need to sew that other pocket on before I go to bed tonight. I think I'm bending this bracelet. I don't think it's quite as round as it was. I think I'm getting better with them, see, getting better. It's getting better all the time. I don't like wind. I love rain. When I'm falling asleep, I like rain battering on the window. I don't like rain during the day when I want to go out, but I love rain battering on the window. But where I am now in my bedroom, I'm not an outside wall anymore, so I don't get the rain anymore. I did put it on Alexa, but it wasn't the same. It was too samey. It was like it was on a loop. Whereas if it was real rain on a window, the pattern would change and the pattern would alter as it was drumming on the window. I used to like when I was in my mum's caravan and it used to rain when I was trying to get to sleep. I used to love it. It used to batter on the flat roof of the caravan or trailer if you're American. I used to love that. Don't like the wind, of course, because you feel as though you're going to blow over when you're in one of them things. But yeah, I used to love the rain. Reminds me of when I was small and you'd go on holiday in a caravan and it would always rain at least one day. The one thing I don't like is thunderstorms. I hate thunderstorms. Yeah, caravan holidays. You've got a caravan in the drive, a little one. It's our guest annex. If anybody comes to stay, they have to sleep in the caravan. The relaxed guy on YouTube. Why? What does he do? Does he talk or what does he do? Chatter? I've tried the soothing music stuff and that doesn't work with me. rain videos. Yeah, I tried a couple of rain videos, but they sound the same. It's just like rain on a loop. You know, I want my rain to change. I want it to rain hard and then rain soft and then, you know, because proper rain doesn't rain like that all the time. Proper rain alters. He does live. What does he wait while it rains hard and then he does a live one? I want to know where Trevor's videos disappeared to. He does a live and then it shows that it's live. And then you go back to it and it's not there. I don't know why this. It's like, what do you call it? That. What was it called? Well, it said this video will self-destruct in 5 minutes or something if you don't take the challenge or something. I don't know what that was called. I think that's what Trevor's videos do. Self-destruct if you don't watch them right there and then. Maybe he has put it on private. But I was subscribed to him, so unless he's unsubscribed to me. I can watch them when they're live, but Mission Impossible, that was it, yeah. I can watch them when they're live if I'm there when he's there. But if he's not live anymore, the videos have vanished. Weird. Your mission, should you choose to accept it? That's the one. I knew it was something like that. Or the video will self-destruct or something. Oh yeah, my light up flower. I put it on instead of the rock salt thing today. It's all quiet upstairs. Mind you, my son might have fallen asleep because he was working today. He doesn't normally work on a Saturday, but he had to take Tuesday off to go to one of his good friend's father's funeral. So he had to work today instead. Mind you, when it gets towards Christmas, he might be having to work more then because he's doing food deliveries, so more people might want food delivered at Christmas. Who knows? La la la. Oh gosh. Gosh, this is really curly. I've put a lot of stitches in this one. I think there must be a happy medium in between the two. This one's gonna be crazy, this one. This one's got too many. The first one I didn't have enough, and then this one's got too many. La 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 la. I can hear the rain. Or is it wind? We've got a piece of an old aerial cable that's come down and it keeps banging on the window. Bang, 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 tap, tap, tap. It's like the fickle finger of fate tapping on the window. I used to love that show. Rowan and Martin's laughing. And that German used to be in the... And he used to go, very interesting, but dumb. A mechanic, yeah, he's been all sorts of things, my boy has. He couldn't do the mechanicking because his arthritis got the better of him. You know, lying on cold floors and that. He's a trained chef, actually, by trade, but he doesn't do it. He did 3 years at catering college to be a chef, but never did it. Then he went to be a mechanic, but he had to give it up because he couldn't lie on the cold floors. It was doing his rheumatism in. So he's finished up being a driver. He's quite happy because he just does 2-3 days a week. Yeah. He doesn't want a full-time job. He's got back issues and knee issues, and years ago he fell off the back of one of those wagons where they've got like a drop-down lift. They were carrying like furniture, and the drop-down lift that was supposed to go down slow just went down with a bang, and it jarred all his back, and he was off work for ages with that. And then he was driving a gritter thing, and it went down what he thought was a puddle, and it was a very deep pothole. And so he was off again with his back because he jarred all his back again, couldn't walk. So anyway, he was doing gritting and that when we first moved here. He was working on maintenance on the gritters and the roads and that. But they made him redundant, so he just didn't bother getting a job for ages because we'd so much work to do here. Anyway, now he's got a job. So, but dealing with workmen and dealing with everything, it was too much, like with people coming and going, and so we didn't want to. He didn't want a job, and we didn't want him to have one, really. It was handy when he was here to deal with all the workmen. But then he had to go back to work because he needs his contributions for his pension and stuff. Couldn't be a man of leisure for long. I think I went a bit bonkers with that one. I think it's got too many ruffles on it. I'll count them. There must be a happy medium in between. In between. Yeah, I need to be somewhere in between. Although it's nice. It is nice with the heavier throwing. I've got an artificial knee, which is more trouble than the one. I have more trouble with my fake knee than I do with my real knee. They want to give me another fake knee on my left-hand side, and I said, no, thank you. No, when I had my knee done, I had to go to all this blooming physiotherapy. I had to go for water aerobics. I had to go for everything. And it didn't make the slightest bit of difference. I still couldn't move my knee, and I still can't. It still locks. It's terrible when your knee locks. In the UK, you don't really get physiotherapy anymore. You just go and they tell you what exercises you need to do, and then they send you away with a leaflet. They don't do any of the heat treatment unless you pay. You don't get any massage or heat treatment or anything on the NHS now. They don't believe in it, they say. And yet, if you go to a private physiotherapist, they still believe in it. So, as usual, it's all to do with costs. Oh, they don't listen. If you go to see the doctor here, you're allowed to ask them 2 things. You can't ask them 3 things. You'll have to make another appointment if you want to ask about something else. I mean, over it takes you that long to get to see a doctor that you've saved up about 25 things for the time you get to see him. You'd have to book an appointment every week. Hi, Donna. Oh, thanks. It's falling apart. Every time I move my head, it wobbles. Oh, dear. I was actually looking at fake ponytails while I was on the market the other day, but I didn't get one. I thought, shall I get a fake ponytail? Then I can wind it round and I won't have to backcomb it or mess with it. It might be more stable than this wobbly thing. I've not seen a doctor. It's 11 months now. I've not seen a doctor. They diagnose you from afar. I don't know how they say they're overworked because they're not seeing anybody. I don't know anybody who's oh yeah, my son actually saw a doctor. But most of the time you can't even see one. Yeah, it's just the same here, Donna. You're allowed to ask them 2 things, and if you ask them a 3rd thing, they say you've got to make another appointment. It's just the same here. We can't even see a doctor. You're lucky you actually got to saw one. And I've been here 12 months nearly now, and I still haven't seen one. They're not doing face-to-face here unless you've got a leg hanging off. Anything else, they've diagnosed you. We can do prescriptions by the phone. We can do that, provided they're repeat prescriptions. We can phone up and get them. We don't have to see a doctor for that. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd never get a prescription because I've never seen my doctor yet. Oh, yeah, they tell you to phone up at 8 o'clock to get an appointment. So you phone up at 8 o'clock, it's engaged, 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 engaged. So you finally get through about 20 past 9 and they say, oh, sorry, all the appointments today have gone. You have to ring up again tomorrow morning. This can go on all week. I haven't even had a video chat. The only person I've seen face to face is when I had my colonoscopy. Obviously, I had to see them face to face because they couldn't do that, could they, over the phone? And when I went to see about my cataracts, I saw somebody face to face there. But apart from that, I've never seen a GP. I've seen the nurse for diabetes, I've seen her. But that's about it. But like the nurse will only answer the question about your diabetes. She won't answer any questions if you've got any more complaints. She won't answer any more questions other than that, questions she would know. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know what this surgery is like because, like I say, I've never seen a doctor. But my other one, where I lived in Prestwich, I felt like I was on a conveyor belt going straight through. You stood on a conveyor belt and they wheeled you through. And you're out the other side. I don't know why they keep saying they're overworked or overstressed and that. They're not seeing anybody. When I go to my doctor's surgery to see the diabetes nurse, there's never anybody in the waiting room. Nobody there. So nobody's waiting to see a GP. Tell you, if I had the money, I'd go flipping private. Just so somebody would listen to me. And then they say on the television, if you've got this, that, and the other, you should come tell your GP. I'm thinking, yeah, how can you tell your GP? Yeah, COVID, I mean, you're just hiding in the... I don't know how many people they actually do see anymore now. As I say, our doctor's surgery's never got anybody in the waiting room. Yeah, it amuses me when somebody in America goes, I phoned me whatever, and I'm seeing him tomorrow, and I'm like, what? We can't phone a specialist. We can't get through. You've got to go through your GP to get a letter to be referred, and that could be like 2-3 months down the line. There's no way you can ring up a specialist and get an appointment. We don't have like people who look after your heart, people who look after this, people who look after that you can phone up and get an appointment. We don't have anything like that over here. You have to see your ordinary GP, and then if he thinks you need referring, he'll refer you. It's no blooming wonder the A&E's overworked. Because people go there in frustration because they can't get, they can't get to see anybody. That's why the A&E's cluttered up with people who don't need A&E, if you know what I mean. I think you get so frustrated that you think, I want somebody to see me for something. So you go and you waste the time of the doctors in the A&E. And you've only got a flipping cough, Right, I'm not doing any more. My shoulder's starting to hurt. I've done 2. Well, I did 3, but I've taken 1 back. I undid the first one. Yeah, A&E here, you'd have to wait about anything between 5-10 hours to see anybody. But people still go because at least in the end you get to see someone. Whereas you get so fed up, don't you, of ringing up, not seeing a GP. Right, how about that? I just think that looks too frilly. Bear in mind it's got to have like decorations on it to fill up a bit of the hole in the middle. It's got to have a thing ringing, you know. That's the outside of the wreath, if you're with me. That was the second one I did. The first one I did was a load of rubbish. Yeah. Yeah, I've had enough now. My arm's hurting. I need to put my wool away before Rosie takes a fancy to it tomorrow. She's just going to be a pain. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got all sorts of fancy wool. I might wait one out of fancy wool. Oh no, you see, we don't have insurance. We have the NHS, which works very, very well, and I've been very, very grateful for it in the past. But in a way, we do pay for our NHS. We do pay out of our wages and everything, you know. So we have paid for it in the past. But now, oh, ow, my leg. That's my knee jamming up. Oh, gosh. I've got to make sure everything's hidden from... If I leave anything on view, she's in it. Dragging it round everywhere. That's my hat. I have to put these in here. She'll get them out of that bag. She's just a demon when it comes to anything to do with wool. She thinks it's a plaything. Mm. Oh, dear goodness. But I do quite like that wool. Well, I just wondered if they have any more of it. As I said, it's £3 on the market and it's £4.99 online. That's what I bought, you know, to trim up with. 50p it was, the little sequins. There's little trees and, you can see, there's trees and hearts and icicles, things. So, I have to take everything in my bedroom because she's such a pain. You know, things I should be able to leave in here, I can't. I've got to sew a pocket on here. I've sewn one pocket on. Sewn one pocket on. Pocket. So I've got another pocket to sew on. Gosh, it's heavy. Look, she knows how heavy this is going to be. Hopefully I'll take a picture of it before I give it to her. Oh, now the pocket's hanging off. Oh, flip. It's not got a pin. Probably lost a pin somewhere on the floor. Rosie probably stepped on it. Ugh. Who'd have dogs and children? Who'd have them? What time is? Oh, it's midnight near enough. Nearly time for bedtime. time for bedtime. I'm not doing any more. As I say, I've got to put pins in that and stitch it. Wish I could sew it on. But I'm tired. I'll probably make a mistake if I sew it on now. Oh, that hurt my ear when I bent down. Any more messes down here before I go to bed. Sorry if I'm wittering, I'm getting tired now. Huh? Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll get paid this week. Then I can use it for my first payment on my credit card counter. Oh dear. Right, people, I'm sorry I'm leaving you quite early, but I'm really, really tired. So I've been on nearly 3 hours, so it's long enough. So thank you all for keeping me company, and hopefully I'll be a bit more lively next week. And I'll say goodbye to you all. So good night. Good night, Melly. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you all next week. So bye now. Bye. Bye.